Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Inside the Dressing Room powered by Extreme. In this sports show, we talk about a lot of sporting activities that goes on around the world. And with us today we have a very smiling Abid Hossain Sami. Sami, you are smiling. There's a lot of reasons behind your smile because Bangladesh is well placed. Did you think that it would be the same? You were expecting such kind of a ending at the end of the day one, because we were 45-3 at one point.
I think it has been a brilliant stuff by both the batters, Mushfiqur Rahman and Najmul Hossain Shanto. Let me ask you a simple question: that how many occasions you have seen a wicketkeeper standing way outside the leg stump? We haven't seen that. So no. He was standing there, he was forced to stand there to prohibit runs from the paddle sweeps. Sometimes it happens like you have to be imperfectly perfect.
সব মশার বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দিতে এলো বসুন্ধরা এক্সট্রিম অ্যারোসল মশার বিরুদ্ধে এক্সট্রিম সুরক্ষা.
While you are playing in such kind of conditions, I read an article of Kumar Sangakkara featuring how should be the approach while batting at Galle. He mentioned about a particular thing that you cannot always be perfect while playing your shots in Galle. Sometimes you have to be imperfectly perfect. So what have I seen Najmul Shanto utilizing the sweep shots very well? He was using his fades and the interception points. It was not just close to the stump or close to the popping crease. The interception points was way in front of the popping crease. So they were leaning in front and they were playing the sweep shots well. They were using the pace of the balls and sometimes they were playing with the lengths of the bowlers. So they were not withdrawing themselves of playing their shots, which was the most important things when we were playing at Galle.
Yeah, and it was very pleasing to see Shanto not playing any sweep shot till his first 50.
Yeah.
He started playing the sweeps after 50. That suggests that he have got his mind, he have got his game right. He knows that I have to get settled in before I goes for all the sweep shots, because in those kind of wickets I think that by playing a sweep shot is a very safe option, because it would be very difficult for anyone to get him leg before, and chances as the ball turns, chances of getting bowled is also lesser. So sweep in those kind of conditions, don't you think that it's a safe option?
Definitely, as I mentioned about Kumar Sangakkara, he was mentioning one particular thing, that when you are playing in these kind of conditions, you cannot always lean forward and defend the ball, because the wicket is quite unpredictable, because it always creates the opportunity to produce inside or outside edge, or as you mentioned about getting out bowled or LBW. So it's the safest option that if you have your sweep shots on and if you are very much strong into your back foot, so you always have the opportunities to score runs. So in this kind of surface you have to play your shots. You cannot withdraw yourself of playing your shots. I can remember one particular innings featured Shakib Al Hasan and Tamim Iqbal back in 2017. It was in Mirpur Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium. Bangladesh were 3 down of 10. The mighty Australia, Hazelwood, Pat Cummins, they were just out playing Bangladesh, but all of a sudden the entire scenario changed. Shakib Al Hasan and Tamim Iqbal, they were very much attacking in nature on that particular day. I saw Nathan Lyon came forward, but in the very first delivery he was hit 6 by Tamim Iqbal by a sweep shot. So this is the nature, I think, what Najmul Shanto has adapted. And as you really mentioned that during his first 50 stint, he did not play a single sweep shots. He was very much dependent on his cover drives. The most productive shots on that particular stint was his cover drive. He scored 21.
And he also came down the wicket against the spinners, because he wanted to disrupt their line and length.
Exactly. Both the batters were playing with the lengths of the bowlers. The bowlers were not settled on a particular length. When it happens that a particular batter is using his feet to come down the track, then the bowler gets confused that what should be my ideal length on that particular surface to bowl that particular batter. So I think they were brilliant as far as the preparation is concerned. As we were talking off air, you mentioned about Najmul Shanto. He was practicing that paddle sweeps when they were preparing for the Sri Lanka series. Can you elaborate?
Oh yeah, one day at that time there was a lot of football fever here, all those, and it was quite
Bangladesh-Singapore match.
Bangladesh-Singapore match, and so they just began their preparation, and Shanto all of a sudden, after batting a lot of time, he came back to one net and started sweeping and reverse sweeping. Then, as there were not many journalists there, I had the opportunity to talk with him, and just he told me that, look, in Sri Lanka I cannot be very much I mean that you cannot just guard your defense. You have to have the shots to get transfer, and sweep is a better option. So I think that he was planning that. He know that I have to play the sweeps, and he was well prepared for it. But one thing that more noticeably I want to ask you is that how do you see the comeback of Mushfiqur Rahim, a man who has scored so many runs, who announced his arrival at the Galle, and at the end of his career there were question marks whether he should be carried or not, because before this 100, in the last 30 innings, he had just 150. How do you see him as a cricketer? How do you see his comeback? How do you see this innings?
It was very calm, composed, calculative innings. If you see the wagon wheel of Mushfiqur Rahim in the very first day, he was very much dependent on rotating the strikes. I have seen Mushfiqur Rahim using soft hands, using his wrists to play the flick shots, and the most productive shots has been in these particular innings, the flick shots. During his first 50, he almost scored 27 runs from the flick shots, and he scored maximum number of runs from the mid-wicket region. So he was very much precise, very much composed. The calculative risks Mushfiqur Rahim took. I saw an video content featuring Mushfiqur Rahim's sweep shots, maybe from other media, where the reporter was mentioning that Mushfiqur Rahim, it's his go-on shots. He got out on maximum number of occasions playing that particular shot, and he scored maximum number of runs playing that particular shot. So it's really important to understand the condition, to assess the condition, read the game, assess the situation. On the other hand, Najmul Shanto, he was playing with the lengths of the bowlers. He was coming forward, coming down the track. He was also rotating the strikes, and he was very much dependent on the boundaries he scored. But on the other hand, it was a good balance between these two. Mushfiqur Rahim, he was
they complemented well.
Yeah, they complemented each other very well, and Mushfiqur Rahim was rotating the strikes well. Najmul Shanto, on the other hand, he was playing his sweeps, paddle sweeps, cuts. So I think altogether it was a brilliant comeback by Mushfiqur Rahim, and accompanied by Najmul Shanto. I think it's brilliant game plan.
What kind of run do you expect from this wicket?
Atif bhai, traditionally in Galle, in last couple of years, we have seen the average first inning score has been 455. So, and traditionally, it's the lone opportunity for the batters to score runs in Galle.
The first 2 3 days.
That means you have to score maximum number of runs in first 2 or 3 days, because after that the spinner starts dominating. So I hope as we are in a very stable position, so it may continue. We have to consider that Mehdi Hasan Miraj is not there in the lower order, who has been in wonderful form in the last stint of WTC. He scored maximum number of runs for Bangladesh. But apart from that, I think Bangladesh have their potential batters like Zakir Ali Onik, who has been in brilliant form, and also Liton Kumar Das, who came back into the team. I think I'm expecting over 550 runs in the first innings for Bangladesh.
Cool. Hopefully Bangladesh will score that runs. Bangladeshi batsmen made a brilliant comeback in this opening day.
Yeah.
But do you think that even more than Bangladeshi batsmen, another team from another part of the world made even a bigger comeback? I'm talking about South Africa winning the World Test Championship. How do you see their comeback?
Okay, they have been waiting for 27 long years to achieve an ICC trophy, and full credit goes to Temba Bavuma and his team, because I think it's altogether the resilience, altogether the team bonding and the change in culture. I was reading an article featured by Shukri Cornell, the coach of South Africa. They had a discussion, he and Temba Bavuma, and they decided that they will not think about the past. They will not think about the past indefinite. They will not think about the future indefinite. They will only concentrate on the present continuous. I think that is the moment they decided that we have to change the culture. We have to cut off the tag, what we have achieved for so long years, like jokers. I think the most important part was the change in the mentality. What we have seen after losing 3 games in a row, they brought Temba Bavuma in for the captaincy. What Temba Bavuma did, he promoted Aiden Markram right up in the order. He sacrificed his batting position for the young chaps, and he controlled the middle order phase. So it was altogether a brilliant tactical gambling by South Africa, bringing in Temba Bavuma. And let me remind you one particular thing, that he has achieved a world record. He captained South Africa for 10 test matches. He has won 9 times, 1 draw, still undefeated. I was watching a social media meme featuring Temba Bavuma standing in front of the pace bowling trio of Australia, and he was standing tall. So that was a goosebump moment for me, because for last couple of years, Temba Bavuma, he has been the most trawled cricketer around the globe. But right now, he's the captain of the champion team.
Thanks, Habib. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much, Atif bhai. It's an honor, and inshallah we'll come back tomorrow.
Dear audience, that's all we had for today. Tomorrow we'll have something new to offer, and we hope to have Sami with us tomorrow. Till then, please wait to see Inside the Dressing Room. Thank you very much.
For more updates, follow us on Facebook, subscribe our YouTube channel, get the latest update on www.daily-sun.com.